Welcome to Filters Off, where we cut through the noise and talk about the challenges facing digital advertising. I'm Bharat, and I'm today at AdTech Delhi 2025, speaking to some of the brilliant minds in digital advertising about digital transparency, brand safety, and ad fraud. Let's get to it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we have on Filters Off Amish Bharadwaj from Manras. He leads the marketing, he's the head of marketing. Welcome.
Thank you so much for this warm welcome, right? I'm really excited to be part of this study or whatever content we are trying to take.
Great. So let's start without further ado. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So the first section is kind of a quick fire warm up, just to get things started. Right? Are you ready?
Yeah, sure, please. Bye.
All right. What's the first word that comes to mind when I say coffee?
Black.
All right. Binge watching.
Popcorns.
All right. Monday.
Meetings.
All right. Brand safety.
Fraud.
All right. Ad fraud.
Yeah, ad fraud.
The next one is ad fraud.
Okay, so ad fraud again, I would say brand safety. It's
Okay,
kind of
all right.
Similar link with each other.
All right. Memes.
Memes, funny, laughter.
All right. Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, it should be free.
All right. Clickbait.
Clickbait, not a good thing.
Okay. Last one, ad tech.
Ad tech, everything about marketing and ads.
Okay, great. So that's the section. The next section is a fun rapid fire round. Let's start.
Yeah, sure. Please.
Okay, the first one, here it comes. Which company aired the first ever banner ad in 1994? Your options are Nike, AT&T, or Nokia.
I guess Nike.
All right. Which of these is not an ad fraud technique? The first option is A/B testing. Second is click injection or pixel stuffing.
I guess A/B testing.
All right, cool. Third question, which of these is an ad fraud technique? Your options are cost per acquisition, CPA, click farms, return on ad spent, ROAS.
Click farms.
All right, cool. Next question, what does DSP stand for in programmatic advertising? Your options are digital sales performance, data serving protocol, or demand side platform.
Demand side platform.
All right, good. What does IVT stand for in fraud detection? Options are impression verification tool, invalid traffic, or interactive viewability test.
Interactive viewability test.
All right, cool. Last three questions.
Okay.
Which of these is not a form of ad fraud? Your options are contextual targeting, click spamming, device spoofing.
Then I would love to go with option first.
Contextual targeting. All right. Last three questions. What does MMP stand for in mobile marketing? Your options are media marketing platform, mobile measurement partner, or multi-channel media partner.
I would love to go with option 2, although I'm not
Option
sure.
2, mobile measurement partner. All right.
Maybe my guess is correct. Not.
All right. Let's go to the next one. Which ad format has the highest fraud rates as per research? First option, social media ads. Second is video ads. Third is display banners.
Display banners when it comes about involving big money.
Right, that's the section. Next section is hot takes. The first one, here it goes. Brand safety, real necessity, or is it just a tick box exercise today?
Okay, so see, it's really debatable kind of brand safety for those brands who actually values long-term trust, right? For them, it's non-negotiable necessity, right? It will be there. But for others, it is something similar to compliance checkbox. Sometimes it's about showing to investors or showing to stakeholders that we are following these check marks, but actually those are not being implemented in real form.
Right. True, very true. Are we measuring the wrong things in digital advertising today?
Most of the time, yes. This is what I have observed within the companies or with the agencies. Sometimes we do follow those vintage methods, like we will be looking on clicks, we will be looking on impressions, engagements, right? Although these numbers do look good in reports, but not on ground. These numbers are not actually the real business, right? So we should start focusing on something which is more valuable. You can say conversions, your LTV, your customer lifetime value, those kind of stuff. So I guess focusing on those numbers which helps you in generating revenue is actual the real thing which marketers should start looking
Yeah,
at.
they should look at more in terms of business metrics rather than
Correct,
just vanity.
correct. True,
Very true.
true.
The last question: ad fraud is an invisible problem until something goes wrong. Should brands be doing more?
Yes, for sure. I have seen brands, they end up losing so much money into these ad fraud, right? They some brands even are not aware that their money is just going waste, right, into fake clothes, to fake bot traffic and everything. And it's always good to take preventive measures, right, where they can rely on some third-party verification tools. They can implement some kind of technologies into it, so they can be on safer side.
All
This
right.
is actually need of us.
All right, great. Thank you so much. That's the section. Next section is a live poll. Let's start.
Yeah, sure.
If you could remove one problem from digital advertising forever, what would it be? Ad fraud, attribution, or ad creative issues?
Attribution, but
All right.
that has been a struggle.
Okay. All right. Next question. What's the most frustrating thing about digital ads today? Seeing the same ad 100 times in a row, or clicking an ad by mistake, or watching an ad before a YouTube video?
It's tough.
But you have to choose any one. What would
Okay,
you
so
choose?
I would love to go with option 2.
Option 2, which is clicking an ad by mistake.
Correct.
All right. The next question: what's the most misleading phrase in digital advertising today? Is it guaranteed reach and engagement, AI-powered optimization, or brand-safe inventory?
I guess number one, guarantee part is something which is we should not.
Right.
Right.
All right. What's the biggest mistake advertisers make in today's world? Is it trusting publisher reports blindly, running too many creatives, or not bidding aggressively enough?
Trusting on publishers'
Reports
blindly,
blindly.
that would be wrong.
Very true. Yeah. What percentage of online ads are estimated to be seen by bots instead of humans? Basis your understanding, 30 to 40%, 10 to 15%, or 50 to 60%.
I guess it should be somewhere around 30, 35.
30 50%. All right. What percentage of all ad clicks are estimated to be fraudulent? Is it 20 to 30%, 5 to 10%, or 40 to 50%? This is your understanding.
I guess 20% is a
All
decent
right.
number.
Yep. All right. Which of these is the biggest red flag for a digital ad campaign? Is it CTR of 20% on a display ad, low video watch time, or 5-second bounce rate?
A low video watch time.
Low video watch time. Okay. What's the most misleading performance metric? This is your understanding. Is it viewability rate, brand recall surveys, video completion rate?
I would love to go with number 2.
Brand recall surveys. All right. Last question. What percentage of ads are never seen by a human? Is it 40 to 50%, 10 to 20%, or 60 to 70%?
I guess roughly around 40-50%.
Okay. All right. That's pretty much it for the section. All right, Navneesh, the next section is explain like I'm a 5-year-old and you've chosen the topic bot traffic.
Okay.
So take it over.
So see, if I have to explain this to someone who is 5, I would love to take example of cartoons, right? So for kids actually, right? If you are trying to start a laminate store, right, or stall, and you are seeing a big line in front of you, big line of people, right? And you might be happy to see so many people are in queue. But if you will look closely in terms of cartoons, right, there might be some robots standing by waving hands, right? And robots would not be drinking laminates. They will not be giving you money. They will be just standing there, right? So this is something which bot traffic is. Similarly, right? You have people on your website which you will be feeling that okay, these are real people, but they are not. They are just robots just manipulating your number, just standing there. Okay, I'm visitor number 11, I'm visitor number 12, but they are not actually adding any value. They are not actually buying anything, and sometimes even they steal your cookies also, right? Not cookies you love actually to eat, the cookies internet one.
Right. Very, very interesting thoughts on this. All right, so the last section, final takeaway section, right? If there's one thing advertisers should focus on in 2025, what would it be?
I guess authenticity, right? So now consumer is very smart, right? Customer knows from far away, okay, you are trying to push this service to me or push this product to me, right? So only those brands will be able to sustain, who will not only sell, they will be focusing on engagement, they will be focusing on giving you something valuable, they will be building trust around it, right? So authenticity, I guess, is going to be the key game changer, and every brand should start focusing on it. I guess this is the need of our, right? Only those brands are going to sustain, where customer will feel valued, right? Your authenticity will be deciding in coming future that your ad will be ignored or people will be staying there.
All right, that was a very interesting take on authenticity, Navneesh. Thank you for joining us on Filters Off, and I'll be seeing you soon.
Same. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, that's it for this video. We have more guests and more interesting topics in our next video, so stay tuned. See you.